Anwar and Macron, a new chapter in Malaysia-France relations. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's engagement with French President Emmanuel Macron has opened a strategic new chapter in Malaysia-France relations. Their meeting, held in Paris during Anwar's official visit, was more than ceremonial. It was a forward-leaning dialogue that has laid the groundwork for an expansive and multidimensional partnership between the two nations. At a time of shifting global alliances and technological acceleration, this meeting was timely and consequential. While the two leaders had previously conferred at the G20 Summit, this latest encounter was conducted with a stronger bilateral focus. It signaled Paris's recognition of Malaysia's growing geopolitical relevance, especially in the Indo-Pacific. Strategic sectors take center stage. The talks covered a wide spectrum of domains. Among the most notable was defense cooperation. France, through its defense industry and strategic footprint in the Indo-Pacific via territories like Réunion and New Caledonia, has much to offer Malaysia in terms of interoperability, maritime domain awareness, and technology transfer. With the Royal Malaysian Navy's modernization ambitions and France's global leadership in naval systems and aerospace, this sector could soon yield tangible contracts and collaborations. Equally important was the discussion on artificial intelligence, AI, and digital technologies. Macron's government has identified AI as a cornerstone of future economic competitiveness, and Malaysia is rapidly scaling its own digital economy agenda through initiatives like the Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint, MyDigital. The potential for synergy is considerable, ranging from AI governance frameworks to academic and research partnerships. A rebalancing of economic and energy ties. Economic and trade relations were also on the agenda. France has long been an investor in Malaysia's aerospace and automotive sectors. Anwar's administration, aiming to attract high-value foreign direct investment, FDI, is likely to offer French firms greater incentives, particularly in clean energy and infrastructure. Malaysia's National Energy Transition Roadmap, NER, dovetails neatly with France's push for global climate leadership, providing a fertile ground for joint ventures in solar, hydrogen, and grid modernization. Tourism and culture also found space in the dialogue, with both sides affirming their commitment to enhancing people-to-people connections. Anwar's invitation for Macron to visit Malaysia in May underscores the symbolic and strategic value he places on this bilateral relationship. Shared stances on global crises. Importantly, the two leaders discussed regional and global crises, including the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Gaza and the democratic backslide in Myanmar. France's commitment to rebuilding Gaza, in alignment with Malaysia's long-standing advocacy for Palestinian self-determination, found common ground. Anwar, for his part, has consistently positioned Malaysia as a voice for moral conscience in the Muslim world. On Myanmar, the two leaders agreed to work towards a diplomatic resolution, underscoring ASEAN's role and the need for broader international support. While Europe's leverage in Southeast Asia may be limited, France's diplomatic weight in the UN Security Council and its links with regional powers could complement ASEAN's 5-point consensus strategy, which has so far seen limited traction. The Indo-Pacific and beyond. France's growing interest in the Indo-Pacific has not gone unnoticed. Macron's reaffirmation of support for international law and freedom of navigation aligns with Malaysia's position on the South China Sea. Both leaders expressed a commitment to multilateralism and sustainable development in the region, with discussions touching on France's upcoming hosting of the UN Oceans Conference in Nice. They also explored France's potential support for the ASEAN Power Grid, an ambitious transnational energy integration project aimed at ensuring a more secure and sustainable energy future for the region. More than optics. While some diplomatic visits are high on optics and low on outcomes, this was decidedly not one of them. The Anwar-Macron meeting was notable for its strategic depth and clarity of intent. Both leaders emerged aligned on a host of issues, from security to sustainability, and set in motion a range of follow-ups that could reshape the Malaysia-France dynamic in the years to come. The fact that a Macron visit to Kuala Lumpur is now firmly on the cards suggests that what began as a cordial meeting could evolve into a long-term geopolitical alignment. In the current climate, where the global south is recalibrating its relations with Europe, such engagements offer Malaysia the chance to balance great power competition while advancing its own national interests. Final word. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's visit to Paris was not merely about reaffirming ties, it was about recasting them. France and Malaysia may come from different hemispheres, but their interests are increasingly converging, from AI and defense to regional peace and environmental diplomacy. If these ambitions translate into policy follow-through, both nations stand to benefit not just economically and diplomatically, but in terms of global influence and regional leadership. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed, now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way, for others wandering through despair, to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul, and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.